Day 3, everyone. Good morning. We are currently lying down here on Corona Beach, taking in a few rays. It's an interesting situation we find ourselves in, and yet somehow the world is shifting. It's changing every day, every minute. I'm starting to understand that the people who make the decisions that affect all of our lives may not know the right way or the wrong way. There seems to be a lot of conflict on a global political stage as to who's doing things right and who's doing things wrong. My attitude to the whole thing is put yourselves and the people around you and your community first and stay the fuck home. It's not really that complicated, but yet somehow it's incredibly complicated. Simple things like what happens to people as we contract and become sick with this thing. Most of us are going to be okay and just have a flu, and like any other flu, I suppose. But there are a number of people who aren't going to be okay. And every single one of those people has a network and a family or a group of people that they care about, that their life impacts, that their life affects. And this invisible angel of death that's floating around in the world and could be on any surface or carried by anyone, whether they're symptomatic or not, seems to threaten the very way that all of the things that we've taken for granted or that we've become to know as normal or secure. It puts it all at risk. And I think about people who become infected and aren't able to tap into a support network, or don't have family nearby, or maybe they live in another state, there's border security. What happens to their kids if they get sick and they have to go to hospital? Or we had stories just yesterday of people who aren't able to witness their own children being born, or a family being completely devastated with simply going on holiday and coming home and spreading a virus to all of their family, so that the father's dead, the mother isn't, and the son are in hospital, and the daughter's left to cope with all of this. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just day 3, or well, day 70 or whatever we're at since the whole thing began. But it's a very simple yet complex phenomenon, and I think there's an enormous opportunity for all of us to start very seriously considering our place in the world and what we're willing to accept from democracy, what we're willing to accept from religion, what we're willing to accept from humanity, from the leaders that we trust with our hard-earned money that they use to make decisions that we really feel kind of powerless towards affecting. So I wonder if there's going to be a whole redistribution of population. People realise that they don't actually have to sit in a fucking office all day. They don't have to battle peak hour traffic. The whole thing's just a sham. And where does that leave commercial leasing? And this redistribution of population begets a redistribution of wealth, right? There's certain people who are poised very well to take advantage of this, and then there's people who were very strong and secure and now completely destroyed. So as we trunch isolated and headlong into a complete reevaluation of how things work, I wonder if other people are thinking about what they value and what they think is worth keeping and worth holding on to, and whether or not coronavirus provides us with an opportunity to start afresh. Anyway, that's my thoughts on day 3. Let's see how we feel on day 4. Stay safe, everyone.